So what's your name?
Mick Berkeley.
Mick Berkeley, and you won't even give me a chance to...
I've read the brief and I've read your explanation.
No.
And now you're telling me you didn't even
What
hit
the officer wrote is untrue.
Okay.
I have asked him
Alright.
for his notes. I
That's
asked
fine.
him for...
That's fine, you're entitled to do that. You knock yourself
He
out.
hasn't given them to me.
Well, that's not my problem. That's your
Well, it
problem.
is, because you're only getting one side of
Have
the
you got a copy
story.
of the brief?
The brief is wrong. What he's written there is untrue, and I've made a complaint about
Oh,
him.
good for you.
Listen to
that's
your
good.
attitude towards me.
That's good.
What is it about me that you've got such an attitude?
I haven't got an attitude. I've got a job to do. I have to book this in for a contested hearing. Okay? If you want to get the informant's notes, get the informant's notes. You're entitled to them.
I was told... Well, he said I'm not. I had to go through freedom of information. I asked for a record of interview, and conveniently there wasn't one. Then I've asked for his notes, and he's forced me to go to freedom of information, and they still haven't come yet.
I'll send him an email telling him what you would require. Okay?
You're not giving me a fair hearing at all.
I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it.
So Mick Barkley, are you denying me a case conference?
I'm having the case conference with you now. What do you want to tell me?
I don't call this a case conference.
What do you want to tell me?
I wanted to show you some evidence of how high my car is compared to where the scratches are on her
That's a matter
car.
for the contest. That's not a matter for me. I'm not.
You can
I'm
make
not
the
here
decision on
I'm
that.
not here to determine the facts.
You've already determined I'm guilty.
I've got two independent witnesses saying you struck her car, you backed into her car.
No, if you read it,
I've got two independent
the second
witnesses.
independent... No, there's not two independent witnesses. There's the woman who accuses me and a woman who was in a car behind who could not have possibly seen what happened.
Well, that's a matter for the contest. That's not a matter for me.
Of course it's up to you.
Two
You
women,
can quite easily...
I've got two women in a car park saying you backed into that car, they chased you down, they told you you'd had an accident and you refused to give your details.
Because she was chasing me in front of my kids and starting to be unreasonable. I left my car there. It's not as though I drove off or anything.
I know.
She
you
was
should have
able to get
exchanged names and addresses. That's all you had to do, and then sort it out. That's all you had to do. You were told by two women that you'd crashed into the car.
Two women who I had no idea who they were.
Okay, but you were told by two women that you had an accident and you refused to give them your details. That's all you had to do.
Because there was no evidence of me having an accident.
Well,
absolutely no evidence.
That's why you
at
should have
all.
exchanged names and addresses and sorted that that out later.
With who?
With your insurance companies. Come on.